Welcome to IBM Support TV, where we answer questions and share technical support information, hints, and tips on IBM products.
Hello everyone. IBM Cloud Pak System as a product has been designed with key features that establish and manage trust across the system. In today's session, we will walk you through the role-based access control in the product. So let's log into the product. On the user management side, there are two things which you can do. You can create user groups and you can add users. On the users part, you can have two different kinds of users. So you can create local users which are local to the Cloud Pak system, as well as optionally you can also configure with an external LDAP server. So let's see how you can do that. So if I go to System menu, go to System Security, you will get an option here to configure the LDAP server of your external LDAP server of your organization. So you need to give all the details for the LDAP. Once you have provided the details, you can also test your LDAP settings from here. So once this is done, and let's go and create a user. So again, let's go to the System menu, click on Users, and let's create a local user to demonstrate the role-based access. So let's give the user some name. So dev USR07, and let's fill in all the details here. So these are all mandatory details which has to be given. If it's a local user, you need to give the local option. If it's an external LDAP server you want to connect to, you can give an external user as well. So let's do the local one and let's give the password. So when I'm giving the password, the question is, how do I know what are the password rules, right? So you can go and see the password rules here. So these are the password rules through which you can give the password. So let's click on OK. And you create the user. Now, once my user is created, how do I enable the role-based access, right? So you have two levels at which you can do this. You can do it at a system level as well as you can do it at a resource level to be more granular. So at a system level, if you see this page when you come here, so this is the user we just created. At a system level, you have different sections where you can give the desired permissions. So in case if I have a dev setup, I have a test setup or a prod setup, so you can go to each section. So for example, if I'm a dev, I would basically create some new patterns. If I'm a test kind of a resource, I'll have access to different kinds of resource. So you can give it at a workload level or a cloud group level, hardware level, auditing for your logs at a block storage level, as well as if you want the users to create more users in groups as we are doing right now. So this is the security administration block. For each of the permissions, if you see, you can also just have a read only or you can have a full permission. So depending upon where you want to place your user, whether it's in the dev the part or the test or a production workload, so you can provide the permissions accordingly. So this is how you can provide it at a system level. Now if I have to provide it at a resource level, so for example, let's see, I have some instances already here and I want to provide, I've deployed an instance, but I want to give the user which I created, I want to give the access to that user. So let's pick up one of the deployments here. instances, and this is Cloud Pak for integration. So I've already deployed it, it's all running, but I need to give access to the user we just created. So just scroll down to the end. So for each resource level, you have an access granted to section where you can add users as you want. So let's add the user which we just had now. So it's dev07. Okay, dev USR07. It gets added in a while, and once you add it, you can see that you have the read permission by default. So there are 3 permissions which you can give. So you just click on read to change it to write. Let's wait a while, and then you click on write if you want to change it to all, or if you just want to give a read permission, you can just come back and say click on all and it goes to a read. So it's a round robin fashion on the UI which you can do it. So if you see that the dev user 7 has been granted access rights on this particular instance, so this is called the resource level access which you can give. Let's log out and log in as the user and see if what access has the user got. So it's dev USR07. Let's give the password, login. Now, since I didn't change anything at the instance level, right? So it has the basic permissions. So if you see that even the these are the basic menu items which appear if you give the basic level of permissions. Now let's go to the patterns and let's see. We gave an access to this user for one of the instance. So that is the only instance which appears here where I can see this instance. So this is how it works in IBM Cloud Pak System. So having access at 2 levels, at a resource level and at a system level, this combination of access control provides a balance between the security roles at the overall system level and a more granular access control at the resource level. Thank you.
Thanks for watching this episode of IBM Support TV. Please leave a comment with topics you would like to see in future episodes. Until then, stay tuned.